It seems like, I think there's a lot of things that and a lot of us are aware of these things. I think organization is key. I know that the Persian community is doing a whole new census. There's a push for the census. So if this comes around, please be counted. I'm guessing the Arab community is also, Ahmed, is the Arab community organizing a census?
I have no idea, George. As if like I'm the poster child.
You are the Arab on the panel.
I feel like Chewbacca. This is my friend, Chewbacca.
But no, I think it's important to be counted, you guys.
We have census information outside.
Do we have census information? Great, so
Where did that voice come from? The voice of God.
And now God speaks. I know that there's a lot of organizations out there. I know that we have people running for different offices in the sort, get involved. I know that my friend here, Persian American Cancer Institute, is another thing that we're doing that's specific to the Persians. Get involved, sign up. I think that's obviously a thing to be taken from here tonight. I think we're kind of running close to time, so what I'd like to do is show the clip of, do we have Just Like Us lined up? So let's show that clip of Just Like Us from Ahmed's film, and then we'll go to some questions to the audience. Am I doing a pretty good job as a moderator?
So long as our relationship is defined by our differences, we will empower those who sow hatred rather than peace.
Like we say, what's best than to laugh at ourselves. How's it go?
We laugh at ourselves, the rest of the world will laugh with us.
We laugh at us.
All right.
That's just a 30-second teaser, so we haven't really cut a trailer or anything yet, but that just kind of gives you an idea of what we did. Maz was there in on it, and when we had a screening the other night, it was great to hear a lot of people, non-Middle Easterners, say, I want to travel to that part of the world after seeing the movie because it looks cool. I want to go see Lebanon. I want to go see Saudi. I want to go see Dubai, places like that, Egypt. Yeah. So going back to what we were talking about, breaking down this image, making people want to go travel to that part of the world and then come back with something that they've gathered there and say, hey, you know what? They're not all terrorists, man. Have something special out of that, I think.
Should we take questions?
With the Obama administration, there's like a seeming different platform towards Iran and the Middle East. Like Brzezinski's advising Obama indirectly or unofficially on trying to really reinvent, things versus the prior 8 years, trying to strip Iran away from Russia and China. How much is Prince of Peace or anything like it kind of a quasi-mandate, not just from Hollywood, but really from Wall Street and Washington, D.C., from Washington, to try and rebrand our general diplomatic approach towards the Middle East or Iran?
You mean Prince of Persia?
I'm sorry, what did I say?
Prince of Peace.
Prince of Persia.
That was a good slip, though. Go on. We are peaceful. Go ahead.
No, بفرمایید نه.
Nothing ever gets done.
Well, look, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I go for the conspiracy that, they're working intimately with Hollywood at the upper echelons of the White House to develop movies that fit a particular agenda. I don't think things work like that. I think it's far more disaggregated and fractured and more a response to sort of zeitgeist and general social context and time. I mean, it's a positive move, certainly, with Obama's reaching out to the Iranian population and, certainly, his Nowruz greeting and all of that. But I mean, in terms of where the policy ends up, that's still yet to be seen. There are a lot of aspects of the Obama administration where there was a lot of high rhetoric, and the follow-up has not been quite as forthcoming, especially on the war on terrorism. I mean, Guantanamo Bay is obviously still open. Granted, it's a very difficult problem to deal with once it is out there. The stances of the Obama administration with respect to executive privilege on the war on terrorism have been almost identical to the stances legally of the Bush administration, despite the rhetoric Obama, the candidate, had. So, I'm not sure. We'll wait to be seen if those actual changes come about.
But do you think that there were any, during the Bush administration, do you think that there was any propaganda that was created to keep the stereotype alive? I mean, did you ever see a positive infomercial of a Muslim couple walking down the beach? Or
But have we ever seen that in American history?
That's what I'm saying. Will the Obama administration change that? But while Bush was in office, it was, and I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. Like I kind of like think that people are out to get me and stuff. Like, when you get detained as many times as I've been detained, then you think that, okay, well, they're out to get somebody. But, they don't have an eye scan or a thumbprint at the airport that we can walk on the moon. It's like it's almost like they're purposely trying to keep the culture at bay. And so this emerging culture and arts scene that's surfacing, I think will hopefully transcend into something more positive. But I do believe that there are certain things that were created in terms of propaganda to keep everybody at bay and to keep the American public, let alone most of the world, to show us in a light that's negative.
But the question, Reza, you can talk to this with like the movie 300. A lot of Persians thought that was that conspiracy from the Bush administration to get us into war. So, I mean, what are your thoughts? And maybe talking about what Pi was asking as well.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, I have to go back to this again. Hollywood is in the business of making money. They don't care about anything else. If they thought making a movie about kicking babies would make money, they would make a movie about kicking babies. That's it.
Starring Persians.
The reason, starring Persians kicking babies. You're right. The situation at 300, of course. Now remember, of course, any movie that you see today was made 2 years ago. So let's keep that in mind. And 300, which was quite clearly, I mean, it was a neoconservative commercial, was made in 2006, 2005, 2006, when Hollywood quite clearly looked around and saw the prevailing sentiment, out there, particularly in North America and Europe, and thought, that'll make us money, so let's do this. Now, again, you look at what Disney is doing with Prince of Persia. They, a year and a half ago, looked around, saw a completely different prevailing sentiment, and thought, what would make us money is, a positive portrayal of Persian culture. That's all they care about. They don't care about Obama. They don't care about policy. They don't care about making the world a better place. They don't care about anything except making money. So if you want to change Hollywood, if you want to change the perception of Middle Easterners in film, convince them that they can make money doing so. I was just talking to somebody else about this, so NBC now, their new motto is more colorful, right? Have you seen this? NBC Universal. And what they are really doing now is saying that, we are going to be at the forefront of taking advantage of the ethnic pluralism, of the United States. Now, mostly what they mean is Latinos and black people. But they have this new show, Community, pretty funny show, and they have a Muslim character in there who's not a Muslim character, he's just Muslim. He's a character, and he happens to be Arab and Muslim. And now, granted, I should mention that he's called an Arab, but he has a Pakistani name, and his father has the thickest Pakistani. It's almost a joke Pakistani. It's like, thank you very much.
That's a friend of ours. He's a good actor. He's a
great actor. He's a great actor. Wrong accent.
But yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But at least they're trying. And they're trying because they think, well, we want to tap in to this sort of commercial market, not because they think, what would be nice for the world? It's if we had a nice Arab character. It's all about money. There's nothing else that plays a role in the decision-making process. It costs a lot of money to make a movie, and you have to figure out a way to make that money back. That's all they care about.